Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hi, with Shono here, about to give you another Marvel Contest of Champions video. In this video, I wanted to make a little quick guide for the new players that are starting this game. I'm not a total veteran. Obviously, Seaton will probably give much better advice for me, but as a new player that is just starting off in Marvel Contest of Champions, I just want to say welcome, and I hope that you guys enjoy your stay here. Now, one of the things that is really important at the start of the game is getting your first 4-star champion. That's going to open up a lot of gateways, because a lot of times you're going to start off with a 3-star. Now keep in mind, for the first 7 days that your account is active, you can buy the 2- and 3-star Deadpool. So you might as well go ahead and do that. I did not do that in this account for whatever reason, probably because I wasn't serious about the game. For the longest time. You can see we have a decent amount of 3-star champions, and there are obviously some that are better than others. Hyperion is amazing. Namor, Havoc, Captain America Infinity War, Medusa, Blade, Aegon. There's quite a few that'll get you through a decent amount of content, even at 3 stars, assuming you have them maxed out. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about is joining an alliance. That way you can get a bunch of these alliance events done. And for example, this item use one. If we go into item use, you can see the rewards that you get. You just get these automatically for just playing the game, and it's a nice chunk of premiums, and it doesn't cost you anything. The solo events, you want to pay special attention to the 22-hour events. These are the ones that give you really good rewards, and by that you get 25 units for hitting the 5200, and you get some other various rewards for hitting in the 8000, but the 25 units every day is an essential one. There are other random various events that are going on, like Science Arena Battle. You do get some upgrade materials for that as well. So even the 2-star Signature Stone, you got a 2-star Captain America Infinity War, slam another Signature Stone in them. Gain those levels. In the Alliance events, you're going to get various things to pick up. The 3-day events give you some pretty nice rewards. You can even get 5-star shards if you get high enough. Like, say, you use a lot of items, you get to 50,000 points. Now you've netted some 5-star shards, and if you hit the 12th milestone, you're going to get 75 5-star shards, 300 of the 4-star shards starting at milestone 10, which is 1/3 of the amount. And the rank rewards just give you a little bit more shards. Definitely not a bad thing. And even getting 250 more 4-star shards is not a bad thing, but if you can net more 5-star shards, that's a big deal. Number 2 in the importance is your units. So as you're playing through the campaign, you're going to be able to play various things. I also highly recommend doing the arenas, not necessarily the Crystal Cornucopia one, because there's no units involved in that, but the 3-star featured arena, if you can somehow bag about 600 to 700,000 points, you'll probably get the featured 3-star, which means that you're going to have more characters to use on your roster, and each milestone gives you units. So if you complete all of these milestones, you're going to get a total of 66 units, which is actually pretty good. Every 3 days you can get that. Now in the Summoner Trials, again, same thing. You can get the 65 units again for hitting 250,000. If you have quite a few maxed out 2-star champions, or I think even 2 stars at rank 2, I'll have to look at this. There might not be an infinite streak, but if you have a lot of maxed out 2-star champions, hitting 250,000 is pretty easy. For the 4-star basic, I don't think there is a infinite streak tied to it, but you get a nice chunk of units. You get basically 135 units just for doing this every 3 days. And that's definitely a good chunk of units just for playing that arena. And in the 4-star featured arena, you also get 135 units, assuming you can get down to 4 million points. Now, if you want to guarantee a 4-star featured champion, you want to shoot for about 6 to 7 million, depending on how popular the champion is. 4-star Domino could be like 6.5 million, and you'll see that you'll even get extra 4 and 5-star shards just for hitting in the top 10%. So it's definitely worth trying to grind those milestones as much as you can. Finally, there is the 4, 5, and 6-star featured arena to get that 5-star featured. And again, another 135 units every 3 days for completing that. And every couple of days there'll be a Catalyst Clash where you can get extra rewards. For example, this one, if you can hit 1.1 million, you're going to get a tier 4 basic. And if you hit 2 million points, you're going to get a tier 3 and 4. I don't know why you'd get a 3 there, but it's definitely in there. At 500,000, you're going to get another 20 units. 250,000, you're going to get a tier 3 basic. This saves you spending energy on the 3rd difficulty. You're going to get another 10 units at 30,000, which is super easy to get. So you should definitely push a little bit in this if possible. And in the rank rewards, if you hit rank 200, which I imagine is not as easy as people think it is, you're going to get 4 tier 3 basic, and at rank 50, you're going to get a tier 4 basic, which is pretty damn good. Also, progress through the story as much as you can. Now, one thing I want to talk about regarding farming, and nice, we actually formed another tier 3 mutant. One of the things that I feel is really important with farming early on is your catalyst. Yes, you're going to want to progress the story. Yes, you're going to want to progress through the monthly event, but every day I've been running the medium and hard difficulties. That way, with the 3 stars, I have tier 2 basic. For the 4 stars and the rank 4 3 stars, you're going to have tier 3 basic. I feel that's super important because you're going to be needing a lot of catalysts. And yes, you're going to get catalysts for random events and other things, but taking 3-star champions of rank 2 is not that hard. And also, as you can see, I've grinded out the daily mutant in easy, medium, and hard. All 3 of those to get more mutant catalysts. That way I can take my champions up. You're going to need tier 1 class for 2 and 3 stars. You're going to need tier 2 for 3 and 4 stars. And tier 3 for 4 and 5 stars. So in the story quest, it's very important that you try to rush the story as much as you can, especially if you can get to Act 5, Chapter 2 and become uncollected. Once you hit there, I feel that it's good to actually backtrack a little bit, try to get 100% in Act 4. That way you get these mastery points, which are great, and you get a little bit of 5-star shards as well. But once you actually complete Act 4 and get uncollected, backtrack and get the 5-star shards, get the 4-star generic awakening gem, get the 4 tier 2 alpha, which is going to be great for taking 5 stars up to rank 4 and beyond. And yeah, as far as Act 3 goes, if you need tier 4 basic, there's no bad reason to actually 100% that as well. You should probably do Act 4 first, because the chapter rewards are just trash compared to Act 4. So once you get Act 4 done, definitely take that out. And as far as Act 3 goes, I don't think there's any point to actually exploring 100% because the rewards are really bad, but 1 energy, you do get a decent amount of ISO for actually completing the story, so definitely something to keep in mind. Another thing that is super important are the event quests. You want to pay special attention, especially to the monthly. Starting at heroic difficulty, you're going to get a full tier 4 basic just for doing 100% in the heroic difficulty. You're also going to get 1,000 5-star shards and 600 4-star shards for completing it. You're also going to get 2 tier 1 alpha, and you're going to get 3,600 tier 4 basic for hitting all the events done. But you're also going to get a decent chunk of 4-star class catalyst, which is the material you're going to be super starved on compared to tier 4 basic. And then once you have a decent amount of rank 4 4 stars, or rank 2 and 3 5 stars, give Master a try. There's no reason that you can't complete it, and getting 1.254 stars, 2,000 5-star shards, and basically 1.5 tier 4 basic is pretty damn good. And then once you're uncollected, you can get tier 5 basic every month, over half of a 5-star, and almost 1/5 of a 6-star, but you have to be uncollected to actually be able to do this. And you're going to get 1/4 of a tier 2 alpha. You're going to get a guaranteed tier 4 class catalyst, and you're also going to get some 5-star signature stones. So completing all that is good. Now, one thing to also pay attention to, especially for new players, you probably want to start on normal for the exploration, because you're going to get a 3-star champion for free. And you're going to get a single Tier 1 Alpha. You're also going to get some Tier 3 Basic, which you're definitely going to need to take your 4-star champions up to rank 3. And beginner difficulty, it is pretty cheap to do. And if you need the 2-star, like I got 2-star Sabretooth last month from the monthly event, there's no reason for that. But Colossus you can get out of premiums pretty quickly. So this one is probably good to skip unless you're a title collector. The rewards are really bad. You do get some 3-star and some premium shards, so it's not like it ain't worth doing. But yeah, once you're able to do Master, you're going to start getting 5-star shards and Tier 4 Basic for just completing the quest. So a ton of value there. And obviously, unless you're a YouTuber early on, you do not want to hoard crystals. Because Evan Quinn, on his first day, got 3 4-stars, Electro, and 2 others just from opening premium. So he's obviously the luckiest person in the game, and very happy to see that a lot of my WWE Mayhem followers are giving Contest of Champions a try, so I'm very thankful for that. Also, do not spend your units on the featured unless you really have nothing to spend them on. Don't be like 97P Howard, get super lucky opening 2 of these and getting a 4-star Dr. Doom. Yes, Dr. Doom is great, and unless you're actually spending money, wait till you're uncollected where you can get 5-star champions that can clear endgame content. Don't do it early on. Also, masteries. The first mastery you want to pick up is Parry. Parry is the single most useful ability that you can get. And then once you get a few mastery points, I highly recommend Dexterity, because that allows you to evade specials and basic attacks if you dash back, which is a lot more skill compared to other games. Later on, you also want to get Stupefy, so your stuns last a little bit longer. But I think Dexterity is a little bit more important. Also, in the defense tree, as soon as possible, I would get 4 out of 4 block proficiency after you get Parry and Dexterity. Once you do that, you can also get 3 out of 3 recovery if you have champions like Wolverine, Blade, or anybody with a bunch of regeneration effects or health. I think this is a great ability just for sustainability. Then once you do that, then I would start putting points into offense. Getting 3 of 3 courage is okay. I know Seaton has 2. Later on, getting 5 of 5 precision for more critical rating. This will give you more damage. 5 out of 5 cruelty will give you more critical damage rating, so your crits are going to get harder. Great if you're running champions like Ghost. I also have 3 out of 3 glass cannon. So I lose 7.2% health, but gain 7.2% damage. If you're not getting hit, you don't need the health. And eventually I'm going to also finish off Despair and Deep Wounds, as well as getting Assassin. That way you get a lot of attack when the enemy is below 18% health, and with massive health pools, that can basically just one-shot the enemies. And makes for some crazy yellow damage. Now, I don't also own Pacify, but with certain champions that have Petrify effects, you can actually reverse healing, assuming you have enough debuffs on the champions. So that's definitely worth picking up. 1-on-1 in Petrify is definitely helpful as well, just to have another debuff up. Seaton also recommends Mystic Dispersion. If you run a lot of Mystic champions, you're going to gain a ton of power. Super useful. If you guys think Hyperion's crazy, imagine a Mystic on steroids. Now, you're going to need those purple crystals. Also, keep in mind, if you don't mind spending $10 a month, you could also get a lot of good stuff on the Black ISO market. I believe it's every 2 weeks that this refreshes. You can get Stony Cores and the Carbonadium Mastery Cores at a small discount. Yes, 500 units is still a lot, but when you're saving 10% on that, it adds up. But it also has the benefit of getting Tier 1, 2, and 3 class selectors, which could save you grinding out the class thingies, especially if you're working on specific 4-star champions. You can just go farm the Tier 3 basic, farm the Tier 2 basic, and get those selectors instead. You can also turn a premium hero crystal into 1,000 premium shards. Definitely a good conversion. I believe you can convert 2,000 premium crystals into a 3-star guaranteed hero crystal every 2 weeks. Very nice as well. You can also buy an ultimate crystal, I think. Also with premium shards, it might be 4,000. I'm not exactly sure. You can also buy a Tier 1 alpha for 2 tier 3 basic. Once you hit Challenger or whatever the Act 4 is, you also can convert a full 3-star into half of a 4-star. Definitely worth it. And if you have a ton of tier 4 basic, probably not recommended, you can get a tier 4 CC. And then later on, you can also get tier 2 alpha fragments for converting a tier 1 alpha. Only good if your tier 1 is overflowing. And then once you're uncollected, you can turn a full 4-star into 755 star shards. I don't know if this one is really worth it, because dupe level 99s will give you 550 5-star shards, and you still get a chance at Immortal Iron Fist. So yeah, that might not be worth it, but to each their own. But there's a lot of things that you can actually do to actually speed up your progress. Also, pay note to the Glory Store. Every day, you can choose between different catalyst fragments. Like, I'm going to buy this 1/10 of a Cosmic, because I really want to get Carnage up to rank 4, but I need to get, I think it's 2 more tier 4 Cosmic. But there's some other random stuff that you can pick up. The one that I recommend the most, unless you're trying to take 5 stars up to rank 5, which that's actually a really nice chunk of tier 5 basic, is the tier 4 basic catalyst. You can also get tier 2 alpha, but I recommend buying up the tier 4 basic. So even if you buy 5 tier 4 basic, just be super active in Alliance Wars and Alliance Quests and keep the tier 4 basic coming. A lot of the other stuff you can buy, but I think the best values are tier 4 and 5 basic. And if you need the class tier 4, that 1/10 for a little bit of glory, I don't think is that bad of a deal. Or even the 1/20th of a tier 5 basic. Yes, that's a lot, but if you buy the 1, it's not that bad. I would definitely go for that. And also check on sale. Keep in mind, too, you can only buy Deadpool in the first 7 days of your account. I really wish that they would bring that back at some point, because I think there'd be a lot of money to be made. Where if you could buy champions other than like 5-star vision for however many units. So, probably be banking up some units once I'm done working on masteries, but yeah, there's some cool stuff. You can also buy portraits and stuff. I'm saving all my loyalty until I get 5-star Unstoppable Colossus, just because it's another 5-star on the roster and more points in the arena. Then I'll probably buy the 4-star Unstoppable Colossus, and then I'll just start dumping loyalty. One other thing you could gamble on, and I'll open one of these as well, it's the Alliance Crystal. So if you buy one of these, I think you can buy one a day. We'll just spin it out. I think the only champion you can get is Unstable Colossus. You can get him as a 2, 3, and 4-star early on. And it's like a 30% chance to get... There you go. So that's a brand new champion right there. So I think opening these up until you get Unstable Colossus, I think is worth it. For 1,000 loyalty, you have a chance to gamble on the 4-star, which is pretty cool. And I think this comes back every day, if I'm not mistaken. 6 hours, so that's not too bad. And you have a 0.05% chance of getting the 4-star. The 3-star is 5%. But you can get all kinds of other stuff as well. So this might be something worth dumping your loyalty into. It's not hard to get 1,000 a day. Just help people out. But yeah, I hope that this helps you out if you're a new player, to kind of give you an idea of what to do. Obviously, as a new player, don't hoard crystals. If you're a YouTuber, hoard your crystals, make some good videos. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShowNow. Subscribe, bitches!